Hey everyone, Garrett Elysium's back again. Today I'm going to be doing a video where I'm showing my metal collection on vinyl. This was originally supposed to be just one video, but then I realized how much vinyl I actually have. I have roughly about 500 pieces vinyl, not all metal, arrangement. Mainly a CD collector, as you can see, with my shelf behind me. So today I'm just going to be showing off part one. So this is going to be A through K, and everything is in alphabetical order, chronological order for each band. And I'm just showing things that I consider metal. Definitely not showing all the influences. Maybe there might be a couple exceptions there. A lot of this stuff is hard rock, but it falls into the metal realm. The only exception is I'm not going to show bands like Queen, Aerosmith, Zeppelin, bands that are obviously kind of consider metal, but more hard rock and basically just an influence. So, all right, let me get started. First up, Let There Be Blood, AC/DC. I'm not going to talk a lot about each vinyl because I don't want the video to go too long. So everything is an original pressing, unless I say something, I'll let you know if it's a newer pressing. But yeah, I keep everything in these collective sleeves. They're great. I mean, I think they're like 15 bucks for 100 of them or something, or maybe 20 bucks. So they're cheap, and they keep all the vinyl, intact, to keep it really good shape. Next up, this is the first vinyl I've ever owned. This is Highway to Hell, and one of my favorite albums of all time. Back in Black. Again, these are all original pressings. Fly on the Wall. I like this album. Gets a lot of shit, but I like it. Black Sabbath, the debut album. I believe this is the Vertigo Records pressing. Black Sabbath, Paranoid. Black Sabbath, Master of Reality. I guess I should have took these protective sleeves off. Too much glare going on, but it's be a lot to put back on. Volume 4, Black Sabbath. Sabotage, Black Sabbath. A little rough shape, but again, it's original copy, so. Never Say Die. It's got a little bit of water damage on it. Mob Rules, James Dio. Born Again, first pressing. The vinyl itself is in great, immaculate shape. Unfortunately, it's like it has some water damage. It's like another record might have stuck to it. Yeah, it kind of sucks. I'll probably, if I find something for a decent price, I'll replace this one. This one, great album, Blue Cheer. Again, not really metal, but it's a huge influence. One of the first very, very heavy metal albums. Vince Buster, Eruptum. Cinderella, Night Songs. This one's in really decent shape. From my hometown of Philadelphia. Alice Cooper, my favorite album, Love to Death. Great, great album by Alice Cooper. Again, first vinyl I owned by Alice Cooper, but unfortunately I never had the sleeve. I just had the actual vinyl, which I think my mom said she found it out in the snow when she was a kid, so pretty cool. Killer by Alice Cooper, another amazing album. This is School's Out. It props up into a desk, the other side there. Not one of my favorite albums by Alice Cooper, which is kind of weird because it came in that era, which they were amazing. $1 Billion Babies. This is just a sticker on the plastic. No damage to the artwork itself. The sleeve. Welcome to My Nightmare. Actually on two of these. One of them I framed the lesser of the better vinyl. I put it on one of the vinyl frames. It's behind me, but you can't really see it in the video. You might have seen it in a different video. From the inside, this is really cool. This opens up. The back opens up, and a lot of people don't know Bernie Taupin, who obviously writes almost everything Elton John ever did, actually, wrote with Alice Cooper on this album. Deep Purple and rock. As you can see with the Alice Cooper and the Deep Purple stuff, they're more hard rock than heavy metal, but they're, for me, the three bands that really made heavy metal what it is today, which is Black Sabbath, Deep Purple, and Alice Cooper. I mean, I think they're the three main godfathers of heavy metal, and I always thought that, which is why I include them here. Next up, Fireball. Machine Head. And again, these are the US pressings. I don't have any farm pressings. What's this one called? This is Purple Passages, kind of a compilation of the stuff before. Yeah, this is the Ron Evans period before Ian Gillan was in the band. Just basically a compilation with Rod Evans and Nick Semper. So this is before Roger Glover and Ian Gillan. Made in Japan. I don't think Purple Passages they re-released on CD. I think it just stayed on vinyl, but I could be mistaken. Who do we think we are? Burn. Amazing album. First one they did with David Coverdale, Glenn Hughes. Second one they did, last one with Richie Blackmore, in about 9 years, Stormbringer. Perfect Strangers, the reunion of the Mark II lineup, the most famous Deep Purple lineup. Amazing album, released in the 80s. One of my favorite albums of all time. Okay, up next, enter Deep Purple. We got Def Leppard, High and Dry. Great, great album. And we have Pyromania. After this album, I feel like Def Leppard wasn't the same. Hysteria was a huge selling album, but not one of my favorite ones. And we got Dio, Holy Diver, another amazing album. This one, I'm gonna have to replace. This is last in line. I don't know why someone felt the need to draw on this, and I think it was kind of weird. A lot of my Beatles records, especially, they have writing, where people wrote their names and stuff on there. And then Marie and Chippy, whoever they are, I once had their entire Beatles collection, which I replaced. All right, so this is a reissue. I believe this is a 2018 reissue. Appetite for Destruction. Same thing with these reissues. Use Your Illusion, Part 1. Use Your Illusion 2. Not seeing a date on here. It's only giving me 91, but it's definitely a reissue. Iron Maiden's debut album. This is a 2014 remaster reissue here. Amazing album. Now, some of this stuff, like the Guns N' Roses and early Iron Maiden, is really tough to find on original pressing, and if I do, it's a lot of money. So that's the reason I buy these. I usually only go for original pressings, but a lot of this stuff is so tough to find, and when you find it, it's incredibly overpriced, or maybe not as overpriced, but just expensive, so I don't bother with it. So I buy the represses of some. Same with this, Killers. Again, this is 2014. Yeah, 2014. This is an original pressing. In the shrink wrap, this is Stained Class. Great album from Judas Priest. I mean, it is open on the side, but the shrink wrap is on it. We have one of the greatest live albums of all time. Unleashed in the East, live in Japan, Judas Priest. Painkiller is a reissue. I believe this is 2017. Great album. Again, Painkiller came out in 1990 when CDs were just all the rage, and you know, they didn't. The main reason is the record companies wanted to push CDs. So in the very late 80s, early 90s, you know, throughout the 90s, they really did not make many vinyl pressings. It was all CD and cassette. So a lot of these were tough to find. Kiss's debut album. Again, original pressing. It's got the ringware on it, but it's kind of tough to find an original pressing of it. Hotter Than Hell. Dressed to Kill. A little bit of water damage down there. Again, even though these records have some water damage, the vinyl itself is in amazing shape, so that's why I keep them. It's not really worth it for me to buy new stuff with a little bit of damage over that. Alive, 1. Kiss. Destroyer. Rock and Roll Over. Always love that artwork. Love Gun. Kiss Alive 2. And the only solo album I own now. I had, I believe I had all 4, but I kind of found them in a dollar bin and they were just beat up, and I don't know why I got rid of them. I kind of was just moving a lot of shit and things happened, and but I kept Ace, because Ace's is not a dollar bin find. It's in decent shape. forget if I have the poster. I don't have the yeah, I don't have the poster for this. But I do have the original insert, which is cool. It's got all 4 members on there, their solo albums. And I do have the inserts for Alive 2, which are amazing. Alright, last one I'm going to show now. So this album, or this, excuse me, video doesn't go too long. It's the last one I have by Kiss. This is Dynasty, their disco record. I still love it though. It's amazing. Yeah, so that was part 1 of my metal vinyl collection, even though there's some hard rock mixed in. I'm going to be doing part 2, probably right after this. So, like again, I didn't want this video to be too long, so that's the reason I did it. Nice and short, get to the point. And I don't have a lot of vinyl, metal on vinyl, as you could see. My collection will eventually grow. It's just tough now, where CDs are my preferred format, and CDs are half the price, and if you get them used, they are, you know, a quarter or an eighth of the price of a vinyl, a new repressed vinyl. So that's the main reason I don't buy as many, but I do have a lot, and I probably will be getting more. And yeah, next video will be starting. I don't think I have anything in the L's. Like I said, Led Zeppelin I'm not showing. There is a Led Zeppelin ranking video where I believe I show all the vinyl on that. That's from like maybe 2 years ago, if you want to check that out. But yeah, part 2 is coming up, going from M to V. Got him sitting over there. Hope I didn't give too much away. Everyone, thanks for watching. Tune in for part 2. Please subscribe if you like this video. Check out my other videos. I do a lot of rankings. And if there's anything you'd like to see, leave it in the comments. I know someone mentioned, you know, when am I going to rank Rush, which I did on my last video. And that was something I was planning for quite some time. So I was kind of happy when I saw that comment. I was like, ah, cool. That's one more viewer for me. And hey, I'm okay with 1 view. I'm okay with 1 billion views. It's alright with me. I just like making these videos. Everyone, again, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for part 2.